Hi there, welcome back to Not Another Budget. I'm Nicole, and on this channel I'm attempting to cash budget my way out of debt and fix several years of financial misbehaviour. And if that's something you're interested in following along with, please don't forget to stick around and check out the other content that I've created for you on this channel. It means so much that you're here with me today. Guys, I'm not allowed near a charity shop again, I've decided. Do you remember, like, a few months ago, I came back with a mystery bag of crafting supplies and showed you guys, and then I went in the back the next day and bought the rest? Well, I kind of acted impulsively and did a thing again. Almost a carbon copy. I went in looking for a shirt because I'm generally fine for a work wardrobe coming up. I just only have like 7 shirts, which is just, yeah, not really enough. So I just wandered in. It was the first charity shop I hit. I didn't find a shirt. Oh no, I did not find a shirt. The same people had gone back and donated more card making, crafting, embossing, die cutting, stamp supplies. And it was all mystery bag bundled again. So I'm just going to show you what I got. The total I spent was £50, and I took it from my Vinted earnings. Some of the things I'm going to keep, some of the things are going to go into the car boot sale, some of the things I'm going to resell on. So I fully intend to and should make back that £50 with a bit extra. Some of the things that I'm going to keep, I should be able to put towards any future Not Another Budget crafting, making, development opportunities, shall we say, that I may be going to be exploring over the next year. Some of the things that are going to go towards a car boot sale are things where they've come from like little independent companies, or they're there but they're not really very packaged very well, but I should be able to get like £1 or £2 for them. The only thing I have done is break apart the bag and put it in 2 bag for lifes and then stack these just so that I could get it up the stairs, because I have pretty much like wrecked my fingers today. I didn't hit any other charity shop. I dragged the bag back to the car, which was a good like 1/4 mile away, and then sweated a lot and went home. Just went, oh god, what have I done? So that's the only thing I've done. We're now going to go through together what I have. I'm desperately hoping, as my phone is on 50% battery, it doesn't die. And we're going to go from there. So when I say like little independent companies, I mean things like this. Where obviously we have all the contents, but it looks like it's an independent assembly. And what I will do with things like this is I will probably cannibalize and break apart and see what I can use and what can not be used by me. I told my mum this. She was like, Nicole, what did you do? And I went, well, I did a thing again. So these are interesting. These are all embossing sets, and apart from a little bit of like damage to the outside of the casing from storage, they are pretty much like untouched. I did have a quick look to check eBay solds because they look quite fancy, and I always find that if you comp on eBay solds, you're going to get a better reflection of what the item is actually worth to someone. I couldn't find any of these on Vinted, at least not under my search terms, and under eBay solds there was nothing really there. So I think I'm going to keep these. Because I just think they're all die cutting sets. So die cutting is not something I do, but they're just so nice and fancy. I feel like I need to keep at least a couple of these for me. A couple. I have 7 I have just looked at. And they're just not, look, they're not used at all. They've obviously, the packaging's been opened, and you can see obviously there the dies. The thing is, like, I am creative, I am crafty in that way, but it's like I'm saying to my mum, like, do I hang on to all of it, including the embossing and the dies, all of them, in the hope that I might spend whatever the cost of a machine is and I do something and it materialises further down the line? Or do I just keep hold of the things that I really like, things like this, which is just beautiful, keep hold of a few select things that maybe I can start with, and then, in the future, if I buy a machine, I buy a machine. If I don't, it's fine. These will eventually find a home somewhere. Have I got two of these, or are they just very, very similar? I mean, that one's magnet is still working to close it. So I know I think I've got quite a few crafters and creative people in my comments and subscribers. So if any of you guys use stuff like this, just let me know what you think it's worth, because I generally have no idea. And what I mean in terms of stuff going into a car boot, so I've got a lot of this, so I think that is the pattern. And then if I just quickly, I won't do this with all of them, but it looks like there's a lot of loose bits. So I think stuff like this, I think I am just going to put in a car boot sale, price each piece individually, or do like a massive bundle offer, because I don't know where these have come from. They're not new, they're not sealed, and I've made money back. I've made the money back on that original set that I spent, which in the end I think I spent £37.50 for the 3 mystery bags I ended up buying. They were a lot smaller and they were mainly paper based, with some embossing and dyeing stamp kits there. There's a couple of these actually, like strange paper things. And then even again there's stuff like this, which is decoupage photo matte paper. So there's lots that I know I can use, and I know I was saying that see stuff like this, I don't know, this looks like I mean there is an email address here, so I'm gonna not. So yeah, this looks like it's an independent, I would say. So again, I don't know what those are, if they are templates or if they are stamps. And equally, there are things that are a little bit more familiar, like the new and sealed paper packs. So things like these are really, really good. They're definitely, I would say, investment pieces if I am going to start things. Equally, there's little bits like this. So I am going to have to properly sit down. Like, I don't know the Cranberry Card Company. I don't know what these are. That's a little embossing thing. So some things like, and here we go. So there's now a stack of these. So there's lots of those kind of stamps. We'll just try and fly through these very quickly. There's obviously a stamp emboss kit there. Something Peter Rabbit. Beatrix Potter set as well. But again, then we've got papers, different papers. So stuff like this, fantastically useful for any budgeting things, and there's certainly stuff that I've been putting to good use. But then again, there's maybe these go with something else, I don't quite know. So I think things like this will just go really, really well at a car boot sale, because anyone who knows what they are won't be fussed by how they're packaged and should be fine. And I'm not going to open each one, but they've all got the stamps and things. There was also like this in there, which I'm going to have to open and cannibalise. 30 designer papers, 72 toppers and sentiments, 15 clear stamps, 6 cards and envelopes, 49 foam pads. I'm not a fan of Frozen. I can't stand it. But let's just open that up. Just because, yeah. Is that just the magazine? Is there anything in the magazine? So yeah, I mean, all of that's sealed. I might see if it's worth keeping any of these or not. If the papers are interesting, I suppose, maybe. So yeah, so there's like that in there. It's a real random mix, and as I was taking everything out the bag, I was like, this is definitely a different to what I got last time. And like, they priced some things individually, and then I think they just bundled it all together. I'd not been back into this charity shop for a while, so it was really like, so I'd not been able to see star and square craft cards. So I think some things have been pre-folded, which is a little bit frustrating. I like options. I've got a lot of loose things. So the 6x6s are really, really good for A7 size things. They're not so good for A6. These look like, are they paper card? Okay, so ombre cardstock, awesome. So last time it was really like paper based. This time, although I'm currently pulling out a lot of paper, I don't think it's all paper. It's a lot more like stamps and things. That might fit A6. Hang on. Yep, good to know. So it's things like that which I'm like, okay, actually that's probably a bit more use to me than just a little random pot of money going, I'm going to start doing and building a thing. I'm equally not going to rush into and design and build a thing because I'm going to be busy next year. But I have started to think about, you know, long term, I'm going to need a couple of different forms of income, I think, with the current cost of things. So I've got like this stuff here, which is like laminated shiny, slightly thick, don't know what it is. At some point in time someone paid £4.45, and this is a really old label, guys. So again, I've got no idea what those are. Then we come to like more loose bits, like loose stamp bits. There's like a stack of best wishes just for you, things like little note paper things. There's this, so it's a real more mixed bag, which I think is going to challenge me a little bit, but that's the risk you kind of take. I definitely think like the Little Claire newsletter, so yeah, October 2014, so there's quite clearly going back some time, aluminium foil with sticky back. So I'm going to have to really go through and refine it. But Fairies of Spring, what I've realised as and when I've been going through my stuff to sell is that actually I do still have a lot of things which are pre-cut that I can make up. We're just going to move anything that's slightly metallic out of the way because face. But I do have a couple of things like that which I think are pre-folded. It's another stack of like pre-folded envelopes and cards, just blanks. So, and again, different size from IKEA this time. So it's definitely, I definitely need to use the things that I've pre-cut to make up and sell first, I think, and generate an income. Then use the stuff that I am keeping to develop something else. And it may mean that actually I have 2 or 3 creative little, so yeah, so these were just randomly bundled in there, but I guess they couldn't sell them separately. Is that 2 of the same? So yeah, there's 2 exactly the same here. So yeah, I wonder how long they've been sitting there. I mean, they look quite relieved when I just came in. Again, that's another magazine priced individually, all in this same bundle. The only thing that I would use are the papers, but even then the papers aren't card, is paper. So we've got another little like feather die, just tiny. And then I've got lots of this. There's a bit more of this later on. This is like pop out dog cat romance things. Funky Dory, the cat's meow, I don't know. There's a lot more of this, so what I might do is just like bundle it all together in a car boot of that specific style. Like £2 for whatever this is. It's some form of paper. So again, like this is flocked, very, very tactile, but just loose in like this leaf. It's definitely, Harlequin, so like that's a new Harlequin card sheets. Okay, this kind of couple of sheets of this, like this is half open, so it's definitely a case of, I'm gonna have to move that out of the way, it's still going. I definitely need to make up the things that I have pre-cut, things like, you know, little floral purses. I've still got fabric, like 2 or 3 layer face mask patterns that I'd obviously cut and never got around to finishing off making. I did really well on face masks during that June-July 2020 period. Things like that. I have got costume pieces that are half cut I can definitely finish off making up. So I think I'm going to have to do another more detailed video. I think this is the point. I'm going to have to do another more detailed video. Just quickly going to show you this. This is completely sealed. This is like a instruction booklet. Okay, not my taste. A bit too pale and wishy-washy. But yeah, I'm going to have to do like another video, I think, where I look at what I can make up that I've already pre-cut and put work in previously. What I'm going to try and do with this going forward. This looks like, oh, this is something else. So this is another couture Spring Orchard trim. Okay, so that's a thing. Okay, and I've got this, which is new and sealed. What is this? More patterned papers. Okay, and paper bows. Some of them have been used. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. That's basically what I'm trying to waffle towards. Okay, so it looks like at some point someone was making celebration things. I'm gonna have to try and like do that. I don't think, looking at the plans that I have long term, and I will discuss those beyond kind of the initial plan that you've seen me do. These are just envelopes, which could be quite useful. I think it's just not, like, with the cost of things being what they are at the minute, you know, I'm taking home through the bursary a decent-ish amount, but I mean, for one person, oh, parchment paper, cool, but it is just very weak and thin. But like for one person paying everything, I'm a little bit concerned that there will be months where it is tighter. I mean, I don't want to have to do a £100 grocery challenge every month, but you know how people do like no spend years? That might need to be my no spend years. Okay, so we've got 2 packs of decoupage papers, providing they are sealed, which they are. Okay, that's a potential. Oh god, there's more. I'm still going. Oh, okay, templates. Right, okay. So I think this is paper, just paper. What's this? Don't tell me I've paid 50 quid just for this. It looks like fancy paper. I'll get you out of the way. This is not quite what I planned to do. So we've, okay, so the templates for card folding, double fold, easy score template. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Double fold, easy score template. Okay, also interest. Stuff like that, where it's just a basic template, I might keep. Stuff that it's more specialist, like this, which I think I'm about to hit. Let's have a look. That's another one. That's another one. Okay, yeah. Stuff like this, I think I'm going to car boot because it's no use to me. What else have we got here? Again, I think Little Claire Designs and WS Designs, they look like they are a little independent that someone at some point subscribed to. What are we thinking, guys? 50p? Square envelope, that's useful. And a mini carrier, also useful. I'm definitely keeping you. So, oh, what's going on there? I don't know. My phone's just flashing things at me. Swing card, no. Also a template. Square template, no. Swing card, rectangle template, no. Again. So what I've actually got coming up, because this is my Friday video, which I didn't say I know I was going to do, and it's a little bit disjointed, so thanks for sticking with me. As always, crafting people, just let me know what I've got down in the comments below, because I haven't got the foggiest. Okay, more templates. Butterfly box, handbag, gift bag, might keep hold of those. Envelope template will keep. Handmade envelope template will keep. Envelope template, £4.40. Oof. We'll keep some form of meshy thing. Victorian boot, no use to me. Craft work cards, I don't know who these guys are, but someone liked them. We'll keep those. And again, and this looks like that's a whole set, so that can go together. So yeah, it's like where I've been pulling stuff out going, okay, right, I'm gonna, you know, I'll sell this or I'll get rid of that. I'm like, oh, actually, I could kind of do a little thing. Now I have got to be very careful with my time next year. I'm going to be busy trying to train to be a teacher, and hopefully passing a master's in education at the same time, because I am a glutton for punishment. But I've got a horrible feeling next year that despite that whatever planning I'm doing, I'm going to be caught unawares by a couple of things. That may be general financial anxiety from past decisions, just causing a little bit of budgeting PTSD, which we can never rule out. Everyone in the budgeting community knows what that's like. So again, we've got another die cutting and craft set. But I I'm just a little bit concerned. Luxury ribbon pack. I mean, I've got like 4 boxes of lace and ribbons. Thanks, guys. Okay. So I like the fact that these are sealed. The signature collection seems interesting. I might try and see if I can bundle it on Vinted. That's quite nice. There's just no point me keeping all the embossing stuff, because I am not going to immediately go out and buy basically a machine for it. I don't think it calls for it. This is nice. I saw this when I was unpacking it and I was like, okay, not worth 50 quid, but very glad I bought this. This is foiled pearl cardstock, and I love a foiled thing. If you haven't noticed, I like my foil, I like my marble. So yeah, I'm going to watch this video back when I come to edit, and I'm just going to be like, Nicole, you were meant to put out a structured video on Friday and you've not done it. And I'm going to be like, yeah, I know, Nicole. Because that's my inner monologue. I basically just tell myself off. Oh, you're pretty. Oh, vellum, printed vellum. See, look, I'm a magpie, guys. This just, don't judge me. Don't judge me. You know, I'm being all like, yeah, that's going to go to a car boot. That's useful. I'll keep this. Now I'm just like, no, it's gold. I want it. Oh dear. The choices we make in life, or more specifically the choices I make. There's more. So, and there's still more, still going. Okay, concertina pop-out cards from Craftwork Cards. Again, that's a fully sealed pack. I'm gonna definitely car boot the things like that, I think. And then this is, hang on, still there, still here. This is an embossing thing. And then, yeah, do you remember me filling out that dog and cat weird thing earlier? There's just tons more of it here. So I might just car boot all of that for like £1. I don't know. I don't know what that is. That's it. Thankfully. Oh, and just some more sticker pop-out things, which I might keep for my own version of handmade cards. So yeah, basically, guys, I did a thing again. And I don't know if I'm going to regret it or not. Hard to say yet at this point, but I acted impulsively. It's rare now that I act that impulsively, and just went, oh, 4 or 5 different things you can do with this, do it. First things first, Vinted some of the things. Second thing, car boot the rest. Third thing, use towards whatever, not another budget making of things becomes, basically. Yeah, basically, pretty much. But it's also leading to a wider thing, which is like, actually, okay, the more I've gone through and sorted, the more I've been able to identify, right, I can make up the pre-cut costume things. I can definitely get those sold and done at just whatever size they are. Obviously, that's a time thing, so it's not going to be something immediate. So I can derive some form of secondary income from that. I'm now at the point where I feel between the other mystery bundle pack that I bought and this mystery bundle pack, and the confidence that I'm kind of, working through creating my own products and things, I can now kind of get my head around, okay, where are my strengths? What do I enjoy? What don't I enjoy? What do I use as well? Because I think that, anything that goes out, you should be able to use it. And it be practical. What can I car boot as a bundle? Is there any legs for some form of like secondhand online crafting supply shop where obviously everything is new but pre-owned, or can kind of be bought as a pre-owned bundle? I don't know, but I, between that and my own sewing crafting things, I'm like, I don't really want to let that bit of fabric go for not that much, for example. I'd like to get something for it. So that is kind of a wider thing that I am playing with and looking at the more I'm destashing. And that's definitely because I've taken the past 3 days to just try and go through and sort, and I'm going to take the weekend as well to just try and go through and sort out stuff in the house. I've had to pause on Vinted because I can't see the wood for the trees at the minute. The storage cupboard that I was using for things has become full again. I've caught up on orders, so everything that's been ordered has gone out. But it's even just little things like I've fallen behind on updating you guys with the grocery challenge. I was kind of roped into helping my sister move house, which I didn't really want to do. I wasn't doing it reciprocally. She did not help me move, let's put it that way. I would say some emotional blackmail was was enlisted. So obviously, you lose a couple of days there, because she's not close. She's 2 hours away, but things were stored at my parents', which is 12 miles from where I live. So yes, that was there. So like when I do I'll have a bit more of a chat with you guys when I do my savings challenge Sunday. I got my parents to save up their £1 coins this week, and their £2 coins. There were no £2 coins, which is quite sad. But Dad instead gave me like £5 worth of change again in exchange for a £5 note, and I was like, that's fine. So I've got a decent amount of change for savings challenge Sunday. I don't think I can put any more in the emergency fund this week, but we'll see. But it's been a definite like 2 or 3 day period of needing to chunk through things, and I still need to chunk through things. I did a food shop today, so I actually filmed me going around Aldi, so I will get that edited and out for my video next week. Yes, so it's been a bit like, okay, an opportunity has presented itself, buy it. £50 for everything I feel is fine. People who are crafters may be like, you've horrendously over or underpaid. Say it in a nice way, but please let me know either way. If I have horrendously overplayed, just be nice about it, but just tell me, it's fine. I can take the news. Yeah, I've got all of this. Why have I done this? I've just given myself more work. It's because I saw shiny pretty gold things and I was like, I want it. Literally, I just saw the gold stuff through the mystery bag and I was like, I'm having that, and then had to drag it back to the car and blister up my fingers. I'm gonna go because half an hour I think is long enough. Thank you so much for watching. To all of the wonderful people in the budgeting community, I'm about a week behind on videos again. I'm really sorry. So I will try and catch up. To my wonderful viewers and new subscribers, hello. In a couple of weeks' time, I'll be doing a yearly kind of review. So I'll do like another main introduction videos, but there's plenty in the back catalogue for you to go and watch in the meantime. If you are new and like, who's this girl buying tons of weird crafting stuff? I don't know, guys, and I'm the girl in person because I don't know what have I done. It's not quite buyer's remorse, but I need to have a real sort out and see, and a good hard think about utilizing my skills. I was listening to the wonderful She's on a Budget and her podcast, and it's looking at what skills you already have and what things you already have, or maybe, you know, adding a little bit to those things to try and get some extra money in, because it would be really nice this year if I could try and make some headway on my debt as well as my savings. But at the minute, I can only definitely plan to do one, but it would be really nice if I have the option to do that as well. So thank you so much for watching. I am going to definitely go now because I need to eat and the cat is hassling me again for dinner again. He's just had dinner. He wants more. I'm going to love you and leave you now for 100% sure because we're at 31 minutes. Nicole, just go. Right, love you and leave you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Bye-bye.